Hallo Braedon, Guten Morgen. Um, I am here to teach you a little bit of German that you asked for. I'm really glad that you are interested in learning, and I will teach you the 4 words that you asked for, as well as maybe a couple other words, and I want to talk about some things that are important to know if you decide you want to learn more German. I was going to do a little bit more exciting of a video, but I don't have the technology on my computer to do so anymore. So, yeah, we'll have to make do with this. If you want some more videos, though, in the future, just let me know. So, to the words that you're interested in, I guess the first one, and I'll probably talk, well, I'll do this one last, actually. So the first thing, I guess, that I want to do is talk about the 3 words you had, I think, zebra, rainbow, and fish. Now, in German, when you learn something that's called a noun, and you can have your mom talk to you about what a noun is if you don't already know. We have nouns and verbs and adjectives are probably the 3 most important to start with. But, you know, a noun, and I'll tell you a little bit too, it's a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. So, you know, mom, that's a person, or man, woman, teacher. Those are all people, right? The places then would be like home, work, school, all these different things. These are also nouns. And then you have things. So I guess dogs would be things, and so all animals are things. But then also books, computers, clothes, right? Those are nouns. And then also ideas falls into this category too. So like a thought, an idea, a color, right? You can't really touch a color. It's just sort of an idea. It's something we think about. That we think that's blue or yellow, but sometimes people don't agree, right? But in any case, that idea itself is a color. Is a noun. So that might be a bit difficult to understand real quickly, but your mom can help you understand that, I'm sure, very, very well. And then maybe she can tell you what verbs are and adjectives as well to have you get this straight. If you already know, then I'm sorry for talking through it anyway. But the 3 words that you asked for, fish, zebra, and rainbow, are all nouns. And in German, and in German language isn't actually German, it's Deutsch. So in German you'd say auf Deutsch. Now, auf Deutsch, they use what's called genders. And that means that, like, and this is really one of the annoying things about learning German, but don't let it turn you off to learning it. I think it's, once you start to get the hang of it, it starts to make a little more sense. For example, you have here a glass, right? You have a glass. In German, the word for glass is similar to the word in English, Glas, with only one S, though, so Glas. Right? You say that? Glas. Huh? This would be das Glas, the glass. And we don't say... And there are 3 different words for the in German. Well, there are actually many more, but we'll start with 3 today. There's der, die, and das. The der, try to say der, say that. Der. It's spelled like der. It looks like der, but it's pronounced der. Okay, so if you see the D-E-R, then it's der. Then that's considered the masculine version, right? So that's the male form of a noun. So that's a male noun. Every noun has only one gender. So this noun, the glass, is always das. Das. Now, das is a neutral noun. So it's not masculine, it's not male, and it's not feminine, it's not female. It's neutral. And then the feminine version, let me think here, what would be, here's a good one. Scissors. In German, it's actually singular. They just call it the cutter, something like that. So the scissor, I guess. And they'd say, so we say scissors, right? Because there's 1 scissor, 2 scissors, the scissors, right? But in German, this whole thing is considered one thing. So we say die, and that's the feminine or female version, die Schere, okay? So it's a little tricky, I know, but as I teach you more words, it might make more sense, right? So you have die Schere, and I hope you're saying these with me, die Schere, and it's a little tricky there with that, so Schere. This r sound comes from the back of your throat. Schere. Have some fun with this. This is a really weird sound to get used to, so just sort of try and play around with it. It took me about a year to learn how to do this sound. Maybe you'll learn it a little quicker, though. I don't know. Schere. Yeah? It's from the back of your throat here. Schere. If you don't hear your throat feel your throat moving here when you just go then you're not doing it right. Okay? So practice that as much as you can. It'll also be in some other words that you asked for, so that's why I want you to be ready for it. So that would be die Schere, das Glas, but inside the glass there is Tee. Tea. In German they call it Tee. And it's der Tee. So it's masculine tea, it's neutral glass, and female scissors, right? So male tea, neuter glass or neutral glass, and female scissors. So der Tee, das Glas, die Schere. I'm like, but I want to learn the words I asked for. I know. Sorry, we're getting there. By 10 minutes, I should have this all done. So the first word that I'll do is fish, because you'll see that it's extremely close to the English, right? It's a masculine word, so that means we'd use what would we say? Would we say der, die, or das for the male or masculine form? Der, right? So it's called der Fisch. Fish. You say that? Fish. Notice my mouth is different than in English, right? In English we'd say fish, fish, fish. But in German, your mouth goes a little, you curl up your lips a little more, and you say fish. It's not it's fish, fish. Yeah? Der Fisch, der Fisch. You could say der Fisch. There's a little bit of, just like in English, you could say fish, or you could say fish, or you could say, fish. You could say it different ways. But they're all pretty similar, right? Your mom and dad might say fish a little differently. Go ask them both to say fish in English and compare, right? But in German, the important thing is that you say fish. Sh. That sh sound, that sh, isn't sh anymore. It's sh. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so that's the first word, der Fisch. Yeah, der Fisch, der Fisch. The next word that you asked for would be, let's see here. Zebra in German is also very similar. These two words that I'm going to do first are very, very similar to the English. The first word, fish, is only, you add a C, so F-I-S-C-H. And the second one is zebra. It's spelled exactly the same. Okay? But it is a neutral noun, or a neuter noun. Either one. You can call it either one. But it's, so would that be der, die, or das? Das, right? Das is the neutral form. A couple other ones where we had das Glas a second ago, das Auto, a car, right? So here we have das Zebra, right? It's spelled exactly like zebra, but in German, several big differences. The Z, right? We don't call it a Z in German, we call it a Z. And that's tough. So, okay, maybe it'll be a little longer than 10 minutes, sorry, but hopefully you're enjoying this. So, is fun to try and learn to do. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is say cats. You can say this, right? Cats, like in English, like cats that you play with, right? Animals, or cats that you give food to, or bats, like baseball bats. This sound at the end with a TS, right? Bats. Try and say that real loud for me. Bats. You don't have to scream it, but say it nice and clear, right? Bats. Notice this sound at the end. Can you just do this for me? Right? You sort of catch the sound here. Alright, that's what a Z sounds like in German. Right? A Z, so here instead of saying zebra, you're saying Zebra. Zebra, not das Zebra. Yeah? So the E as well. And if you're interested, I'll come back and talk more about all the pronunciation of German. But the E as well is not pronounced E anymore, it's pronounced A. Yeah? So Zeb, and the B is the same. The only thing that's different here is then the R and the A, instead of going ra, it's ra. Now that R sound that I talked about with what was it again? Schere, right? Die Schere. So it's that same weird r in the back of your throat sound. You know, you have this thing called your uvula. I can't say it, but that little thing that dangles down, that hangs down there, that's called your uvula. Sorry. And you want to trill, you want to like move that when you say this R. So zebra, zebra, zebra. Yeah. You won't probably be, you might be able to. Some people can do it right off the bat, but most people need a little bit of time to practice with this sound. So zebra, das Zebra is a zebra. Okay, and then finally, for the easier words, we have a rainbow, right? I believe you wanted. Now this is tricky because that R sound, that is the first letter here. Now this is a little bit different than German, but than English, but not really. You're still using the words rain and bow and putting them together. So rain in German is Regen. Regen. Yeah, Regen. Try and say that. Regen. Okay, and that would be der Regen, actually. So der Regen. Right, so it's a masculine. However, because the word here is rainbow, and we're not talking, and the rain is not the focus. The word is, the second part is bow. We actually want to go, and that word is Bogen. Bogen, B-O-G-E-N. Bogen. It's das Bogen. Even though it's der Regen, because you're putting them together into one word, Regenbogen, you now have das Regenbogen. Yeah. Sorry if this is too complicated, but, you seem like a pretty sharp kid, and even if you don't get all of it, don't worry, okay? One thing, you can come back and watch it again. Two, if you're interested, I'll keep teaching you more and more and more, and you'll get the pattern. You'll go, oh, okay, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so let's see here. Those are some basic things I want you to understand, right? You have der Fisch, das Zebra, and das Regenbogen. Yeah? Regenbogen. Okay? So you can practice those. And then finally, you want to know how to say please. Well, unfortunately, that's a little bit difficult in German because they do things a little differently, right? So they might say, for example, if you wanted to say, would you please do that for me, then you'd use the word bitte. Bitte. Yeah? Bitte. But if someone asks you if you'd like something, you don't say, ja, bitte. Ja is yes, yeah? You don't say, ja, bitte, yes, please. You'd say, ja, gerne. Gerne. Yeah, it looks like gern, but it's pronounced gerne or gern. Yeah, you don't have, it's whatever you want. You want to say it with an E, you can. If you don't have to. So either gern or gerne. So if your mom says to you, Braedon, would you like some milk? You'd say, gerne. Or ja, gerne, right? But if you wanted to ask your mom for some milk, Mama, kann ich bitte Milch haben? And literally that means, can I please milk have? German does weird things with sentences. But I'll give you some examples if you want to say please and ask me for something. You say, Mama, kann ich bitte TV sehen? Yeah? TV sehen is TV, TV, sehen, watch. So, can I please TV watch? Yeah? Kann ich bitte TV sehen? Try it. Kann ich bitte TV sehen? Yeah, or maybe even easier to remember is kann ich bitte Fern sehen? Fern sehen means to watch television. Yeah, kann ich bitte Fern sehen? Kann I? Yeah, kann ich bitte? Can I please? Yeah, or you could also change it, and if you wanted to be really polite or proper, you could say darf ich? May I? Right? But I think kann ich is easier to remember. It's more like it can I in English. So kann ich? Okay, the last thing I'll talk to you about for this video, I don't want to give you too much. This might already be too much. I apologize if it is the word ich, I, okay? Just because I want you to practice saying it for next time. Hopefully there is a next time. Ich, I-C-H, it looks like it'd be like itch, like an itch, right? But it's not how you pronounce it. You say ich. And I think this is a fun one to practice too. So far we've had the ts sound and the r sound. And now we're going to do the sh sound. Now to do this, basically, you want to put your tongue at the bottom, against your bottom teeth. So like this. Right? Like this. It's funny, right? Like this. And then, yeah? That's a little bit overdone, right? But the best way to test it is put your tongue there, and then try and go sh without moving your tongue. And put your hand right here. Or even better, put a piece of paper. Do I have a piece of paper? You need a real thin piece of paper. Don't pick a thick piece of paper. But if you watch, if you do this right, if you go sh, in English nothing happens, right? But if you do it, the German sound, the sh, maybe you can't see it here, but let's try this. You can see the paper moving, right? Well, unfortunately, we have air going, so you're going to see the paper move anyway. But if you don't have air on, you should be able to hear and feel air on the paper. Maybe you can't see it on the video, but if you try yourself, or even put your hand here, you'll feel breath. Whereas if you go sh, no breath on your hand right here. Okay, sh, the breath would come out here, but in German, sh, the breath comes down. Okay, so I, right? So I don't know. Maybe you like to drink. I don't know what you like to drink, but let's see. You have Milch. That's milk. Milch. You have Cola. You shouldn't probably drink too much soda, but Cola in German, right? From Coca-Cola, it became Cola. It became Cola. And then let's see. What else might you like to drink? Juice. Saft. That's a good one. Or water. Wasser. So these are the two I'll teach you then. So Wasser and juice. Saft. So Mama or Papa, kann ich bitte Saft haben? Kann ich bitte Saft haben? Can I please have some milk? Or Papa, kann ich bitte Wasser haben? Yeah, Wasser is water. Wasser. Okay. Yeah. So then finally, I guess if they said to you, magst du? Do you want? Magst du Milch? Magst du Cola? Magst du Saft? Magst du Wasser? And you want to say yes, please. Do you remember how you'd answer? It's tough. I know. The stuff comes and it goes and it comes and it goes. Learning languages, you just have to accept that you're going to forget and then remember and then forget and remember. Maybe not. Maybe you're remembering all of it. But most of the time people forget a lot of things. Don't get frustrated. You would say, magst du Milch? You would answer, gerne. Yeah? Gerne. Okay, so just to review all of it. Der Fisch, das Zebra, das Regenbogen, and then if you want to ask for something, bitte, no? So kannst du bitte, kann ich bitte Milch haben? Sorry. Can I please have milk? Kann ich bitte Saft haben? Can I please have juice? Kann ich bitte Wasser haben? Right? Kann ich bitte Cola haben? Kann ich bitte, kann ich bitte Xbox spielen? Can I please play Xbox? Yeah, lots of things. So maybe next time if you want to ask some questions, you can ask about how to do different things, different activities, and then I can tell you how you would ask. We can practice, asking for permission to do them, and then also if your mom says, do you want to go play or your dad says you want to go play baseball, you say, or do you want me to take you to the baseball field? You don't say yes, please, or would you like some food? Yes, please. You don't say bitte here. You say gerne, right? Gern or gerne, either one. All right. Sorry, this is a little long, but hopefully it was thorough. I got everything clear. I didn't just want to come in and say fish is fish, zebra is zebra, rainbow is Regenbogen. I wanted to sort of introduce you to the language a little bit, make you think about what it is to learn a foreign language. But from now on, if you have questions, I'll try and be a little quicker about it. But now you know what a gender is, right? So I say, okay, this word, it's das Glas, right? You know that it's not der Glas, it's not die Glas, it's always das Glas, right? Schere, do you remember? Der, dir, das? Die, right? Die Schere. How about the tea in the glass? Der, dir, das. Der, right? Der Tee. Good. So next time, if you want to learn some things, it might be a little quicker, right? Because I won't have to teach you all this sort of introductory stuff. But I will always sort of review it just a little quicker, right? So I hope this was helpful and at least somewhat interesting for you, Braedon. If you have any questions, like I said, just let me know. All right. So love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.